Disclaimer: this BTS fanfiction is purely a work of fiction created by a fan for entertainment purposes. This content is not intended to infringe on any copyrights or trademarks. The quiet hum of the air conditioner filled your modest home as you shuffled in the kitchen, pouring hot water into a mug. A weak groan escaped your lips as another wave of pain twisted in your lower abdomen. You leaned on the counter, clutching your stomach, willing the cramps to ease. It was day 1 of your period, and the pain was particularly ruthless today. Yep. Your husband Jungkook was still at work, married just for a month ago in an arranged setup. You were still getting to know each other. Jungkook was polite, respectful, and undeniably attractive. But you were shy, and the relationship between you both were still a bit awkward. Sharing something as intimate as period cramps? Out of the question. But the pain grew unbearable. This can't go on, you thought, pressing a warm compress against your abdomen. Desperate, you googled the nearest gynecologist clinic and booked an appointment. You scribbled the address, grabbed your purse, and headed out. The clinic was bustling when you arrived. You filled out the necessary forms and waited, trying to ignore the persistent throbbing pain. When your name was called, you walked into the examination room, clutching your bag tightly. "Hello, I'm Dr. John," a familiar voice said, while typing something in his laptop. You froze. Standing before you was none other than Jungkook. He was wearing a white coat with his name embroidered on it, his stethoscope slung casually around his neck. He looked equally stunned. "Fine?" he asked, his eyebrows shooting up. "What are you doing here?" Your face turned crimson as you stammered, I didn't know this was your clinic." Jungkook's expression softened as he quickly put the pieces together. "Wait, are you here for a checkup?" Your eyes started everywhere but to him. "It's, nothing, I'll just leave." As you turned, a sharp cramp hit, and you writhed in pain. Jungkook was on his feet in an instant, gently grabbing your arm. "Ryan, what is wrong?" His voice was firm yet gentle. You hesitated, biting your lip, but the concern in his eyes made it impossible to brush him off. "But period cramps," you mumbled, barely audible. Jungkook guided you to the examination bed, his demeanor professional yet caring. "Why didn't you tell me?" he asked, pulling up a stool to sit beside you. You shrugged, avoiding his gaze. "I didn't want to bother you or make things awkward." He chuckled softly, shaking his head. "Fine, I'm your husband. You can tell me these things. It's not awkward for me, and it should not be for you." You avoided his gaze. Your cheeks flushed. The atmosphere in the room was charged, neither of you quite sure how to navigate the situation. "All right, Ryan," he said gently, gripping a clipboard. "Let's start with a few questions." You nodded, biting your lips in nervousness. "When did the cramps start?" "This morning," you murmured, avoiding his eyes. "They've been getting worse throughout the day." "Do you usually have severe pain during your periods?" "Sometimes," you admitted, "but not like this." Jungkook nodded, jotting down notes. "Any nausea, vomiting, dizziness?" You shook your head. "Just the cramps." He looked up, his eyes softening. "Right, I'm going to do an ultrasound to make sure there is nothing serious causing the pain. Is that okay?" "Do we have to?" You hesitated, your fingers gripping the edge of the bed. "Fine." His voice dropped to a gentler tone. "I promise I will be careful. I just want to make sure you are all right." Reluctantly, you nodded. Jungkook stood, moving to the side of the bed where the ultrasound machine was set up. "Lie down and lift your shirt slightly. I'll need to apply some gel on your abdomen." Your heart raced as you complied, the situation feeling surreal. This was not just a doctor, it was your husband. Putting on gloves, trying to maintain his professional demeanor as his eyes flickered to a pale, slim, tempting wrist, making it hard for him to focus. The chill might feel a Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, like if this video helped further, and comment your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Bye bye.